Hey, what's up everyone, Danny here. In this video we're going to be checking out this 87 key mechanical keyboard, the I-500. This is sold on Amazon by two different brands, Tomoko and PicTek. If you look on the back of the keyboard though, you see that it says EasternTimes on it. So this is actually an EasternTimes I-500 keyboard and it's sold by Tomoko and PicTek. I grabbed this when it was on sale for $30 and it's even gone on sale for less than that before. I think the lowest I've seen it was $28. But the regular price of this is $35. It's one of the lowest priced full mechanical keyboards out there on the market, and one of the selling points is that it is water resistant. So let's check it out to see if it's worth it. This is the box that the I-500 comes in. Opening it up, the first thing we see inside is a manual, which has no warranty information on it, but both Tomoko and PicTek guarantee 12-month warranties on their Amazon product pages. Included is a keycap puller, which is always a nice thing if this is your first mechanical keyboard, otherwise you'd have to buy one for an additional $5 or more. Then you have the keyboard itself. It measures in at 14 by 5¼ inches, and size-wise it's pretty average for a 10 keyless keyboard. The overall build feels sturdy and there's a nice weight to it, likely due to the materials used for the backplate. The side that faces down on the desk is plastic, but the side facing up is metal. The backside has 3 holes at the bottom, which is how this keyboard is water resistant. If you spill water on it, it's supposed to drain out through these holes. We're gonna test this out later on in this video. Aesthetically, this is a really plain looking keyboard. There's nothing too flashy on it, and there's only one logo placed above the arrow keys. The font on the keycaps are pretty conservative as opposed to the majority of keyboards nowadays that use gamer-esque fonts. The only accented color on this keyboard is blue, which is seen on the caps and scroll lock indicators. There are 2 rubber pads at the bottom and 2 photo feet at the top with rubber tips on them to give this keyboard grip when typing, and they work pretty well to keep it in place. It also features N key rollover, and here's a look at how I tested that. The keys float on the backplate, which make it really convenient for cleaning dust and debris compared to keyboards that have recessed keys. The keycaps themselves are single-shot ABS plastic. They had to cut costs somewhere to keep the price down, and the keycaps are definitely where they do that. They're pretty thin, and you'll hear them sounding a little bit hollow and extra clacky during the typing test. Being single-shot and laser etched also means that the lettering isn't going to be too durable. Here's a look at a frequently used laser etched key from my daily driver, Razor Black Widow. Compare that to a brand new key, this macro key that I've pressed probably less than 10 times in the entire life of the keyboard, and you can clearly see that there's a difference between a new and worn out etched key. The switches on the i500 are Huano Switchmaster Blues, which is supposed to be a clone of the Cherry MX Blue. This is actually my first time hearing about this company Huano, but I looked it up and here are the specs. Their blues are almost identical to Cherry's, with a travel distance of 4mm, a tactile bump, and an audible click at actuation. The only difference is the force required for actuation, which on the Switchmaster is 60 grams versus the Cherry's 50 grams. I was barely able to notice the higher force required when typing. If you're an enthusiast, you'd probably notice, but I'd wager a majority of people couldn't tell the difference. Okay, time for a sound test. I'm going to kill the music and let you listen to what these Switchmaster Blue keys sound like, followed by Cherry MX Blues and then Altimo Blues. These are all recorded about 5 feet away from the mic. And here they are back to back in rapid succession. This is so that you can listen to the difference in transition. Next up is probably the most interesting part of this video, and that's testing to see if it truly is water resistant. This is what my test setup looked like. I plugged the keyboard in and typed while an entire glass of water was being poured on it. Keep an eye on my results as the water is being poured. Notice that the keyboard is still functioning, but some of the keys weren't registering. This caused my errors to quickly increase by the end of the test. So it's obvious that the keyboard was affected by the water, but was it ruined? I shook the water off and wrapped it in a towel to dry for a couple of hours. I then came back and did another test, and there was 0 issues. So the I-500 is indeed water resistant as advertised, and it may even be waterproof too, but I'm not going to test that because if I ruin it, I'm not going to be able to get a replacement. So now we have to ask the question, is the I-500 worth it? And I think that depends. If you can find it on sale like I did for $30 less, this mouth wound is still messing up my speech. If you can find it on sale for $30 or less, then I think it's a no-brainer. Definitely pick it up because at that price, it's a steal. But once you start going into the base price, $35 price point, you're starting to encroach on that almost $40 mechanical keyboard budget price. And there are a lot of options there with LEDs and 10 keys and all that. But, it depends on what your preferences are. If you can deal without the LED backlighting, no colors, very simple, no flashy design. If you can deal without the 10 key numpad, and you're looking for something that looks really simple but is really reliable and resilient to water, then this is the perfect option for you. And if you're interested in buying one, then I'll have it linked down below with an Amazon affiliate link. So if you buy using that link, it'll help me out without any extra cost to you. But let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of this keyboard and what you thought of the water test. I was actually really surprised that it survived that and it's working flawlessly afterwards. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, it'd be awesome if you can leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in the comment section and in the next video. Bye.